I'm Peter.
If you want to, yeah.
I just sound Peter.
Yeah. Alright, well,
I'm Peter and I'm celebrating 10 years at Location. I cannot remember my first day at Location, but I can remember my first interview. We used to have a bright red sofa in the window and I was sitting there really nervous, and there were a couple of guys in the office trying to make me feel comfortable, being really friendly. And then Vicky came over to me, introduced herself. She said we're going to go down into the basement to start the interview. Asad's down there, you can meet him as well. And I jumped up to shake her hand and immediately trod on her cat in the office, which I didn't realise was there. She'd rescued a stray cat out of an empty property, and the first thing I did before I even managed to shake her hand was tread on its back, and it got trapped under my foot. And I've never apologised for it. So I'm sorry. I had two interviews. So my first was with Vicky and Asad. My second interview was with 6 people were in the room, plus me. And I don't think it went very well. I ended up doing this odd role play at the time it was either with Vicky or somebody else. And it went off on a tangent and it was awful. And I was sitting there thinking, this is going really badly. But it turned out it actually went quite well. So yeah, didn't expect to get the job, but I was very pleased to hear that I had. I was very unsure of myself, not particularly confident. I'd come from a company that was a corporate company, very big, don't really stand out in businesses like that. And then suddenly working in a very small, high-performing team suddenly was quite nerve-wracking. I really had to prove myself quite quickly. Advice I would give to my younger self would be to trust my gut, listen to my gut instinct. I think more often than not that initial impulse response that I have is often the right one, so be trusting of that. Secondly, to think bigger. When I started here, I was very excited about starting a new career, in a new market, in a new role, but I didn't quite anticipate my own capabilities and the team's capabilities here, and I think the achievements that we've made over the last decade have far exceeded any expectations that I've had, so definitely to think bigger. I worked firstly at a corporate agency down in Brighton, where I grew up, and then I had a very short stint at a medium-sized agency in Shoreditch. I left there quite quickly and came here. So some of my top moments from Location over the last 10 years are the Christmas do's that we've had. The main ones being Sushi Samba and STK, which we've had over the last 4 or 5 years. Nice to get the whole team together. Quite often we work either in silos, so we don't see each other that frequently, or we've been working at home remotely, etc. So really nice to get everybody together for a big party. The awards that we've won, the main one being the best estate agent out of 25,000 offices. That was a big celebration. It lasted for about 3 or 4 days afterwards. Very good fun. I am still here after 10 years because I still get challenged every day by the team, by the work, by Vicky and Asad as well. I still feel like I'm learning here, growing here, year on year. And I also come here because we have a wonderful team culture. I've only worked in a few other roles, but I can't think of anywhere else I've been where the connection with the team has been so strong. We're quite happy to spend time out of the office together and talk about everything but work. So it's a real connection, it's a real friendship with people here. Yeah, I started as a sales negotiator, entry level, and worked up to sales manager, and then from there quite quickly sales director, which I've had now for 5 or 6 years now. What's next? Well, we're working on a lift off. I would like to think there are at least another office or 2 in the next 12, 24 months. I actually moved here. My first house I moved to when I moved to London was on Fulham Road, and it was a big double-fronted house that had about 8 bedrooms in it, and I lived with a load of Scottish lads, some Spanish lads, and a couple of my friends, and it was wild. It was feral. It was horrendous in there, the parties we had. That was in 2011, which is pre-Olympics, but the borough was starting to change a little bit, and then working here post-Olympics, it really started to change. So the Stokey we now know and love is very, very different to the Stokey that we used to know and love. Favourite place in Stokey to eat? Escasera is a vibe. They have bifolding windows, so you can sit out on the street in the summer, and they've got an open counter so you can see people cooking in there. It's nice, it's really nice. The Prince pub, definitely the best pub in Stokey. It's been great the last 10 years. It has been a journey and I've loved it, and I'm very much looking forward to the next 10 years.